Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is a special one. Not only is he a top tier Smash player, he's also magic on the mic and in a good way. And also, I don't know if he dances as well, but he could. And he's one of the top tier Beat Saber players in the world. I think ranked number one. He'll clarify that in just a bit. And he's also a master of space and time with his performance in Rev Major, not only on the mic and in the desk, but also in competing in the top 8. We got none other than the man himself, Mystikmol, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
Second
thanks
guest,
for having
by
me.
the way. Second guest in the No Salt Allowed show, podcast, whatever you call it. How you feeling, by the way? How are you? How have you been? It is the new year. You doing all
We're
right?
chilling. Yeah, 2022. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Smash Ultimate today. It is mind blowing to me that that game came out 3 years ago.
Was it
It
that?
is
Was that?
insane. Yeah,
It
I
felt
just
longer or shorter. I don't know.
or
It was.
longer. I think for me it felt shorter. Like I still remember really vividly just not being able to survive the year of 2018 because every day I literally could not wait for the game to come out.
Actually, yeah, you know what? It felt longer. The Smash 4 before the Ultimate came out, it was a quite longer. I don't know the wait for me, like,
Mhm.
and that way was quite anticipated. I remember going to Playbook. Everyone was like, it was all Smash, like in Playbook. I was like, wow. Even I'm not gonna say who, but like I saw some people got early access. I'm like, how did you do that? How did this? What? Anyway, excited. I'm just gonna say the community was very excited, and now you know what? With the announcement of Sora, is there something to look forward to in Smash Ultimate? Like, is there any more, or this is like Sakurai kind of like saying, "I'm gonna move on to another Smash project," or what is next for the game?
Yeah, here's the wild thing about Smash in particular. Usually, when Sakurai says he's done, it's usually like that's usually how it goes, at least in looking at past development cycles. It's just so weird because with the scale of a game like Ultimate, like, do you really think they can do the same thing? Because like at this point, it's a
Mm-hmm.
guarantee. Whatever next Smash game they do, and they are gonna do a next one because that thing sells like hotcakes, like no matter what they do. If they make a new Smash game and it's not a part of this game, I guarantee you they're gonna be like way less characters. Like for sure. There's no way they can match this insane roster. I'm pretty sure like in terms of like fighting games, this is probably like the biggest roster. I think it did top Marvel versus Capcom 2,
I
which
would.
is
Yeah,
insane.
if you think about it, and the IPs of
Oh
just
yeah.
getting Tekken, Fatal Fury, and now you have Sora. I'm mentioning like the just the most recent ones, but you know,
Mhm.
every time there's a Smash announcement, everyone from the community. I'm not a Smash player. I'm more of an outsider looking in. So Mystic Mo, you have to like kind of correct me in some of these terminologies or like these news, but. Everyone's watching. Like,
Oh
who's gonna
no,
be the
that's
next
true.
one? We don't even know. Santa Claus, for God's sakes, could be the next character. Who knows?
Dude, yeah, really like I guess the testament of that was really when Minecraft Steve got announced. I talked
that
about this
was a
over in
good.
the Rev Major
That was a
panel.
good one.
Twitter literally crashed. Didn't matter who you were at that day, whether you knew Smash or you were completely out of touch with like the gaming community or just anything. You could not use Twitter on that day because Smash fans crashed it, and Minecraft fans just made it unable to tweet anything or check anything on that day, and that just shows the impact.
Yeah, I know that you know we did say that we were gonna talk about like maybe highlights of last year and talk about the state of the Smash scene. But if we talk about
Mhm.
like you mentioned it, you know what the teaser, the trailers, and all that. How do you think the cycle of Smash 4 is like? How is it, and where are we now? Like you know what, there were announcements left and right towards this last cycle. I think this was one of the strongest like seasons. You know, with Kazuya,
Yeah.
with Sora at the tail end of it.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, was there a favorite? Were there any highlights for you in terms of announcements or anything? Any moments in the Smash Ultimate life cycle?
Mhm. So here's the thing in terms of like Smash's development, right? Here's like hoping because right now after Sora, they literally announced no other DLC, and that's just how it is. But looking at another game, this is probably not the best practice. But Animal Crossing New Horizons, they
Mm.
released the game and then they put out a bunch of DLC, and then they just went radio silent for like 7 months, and everyone thought, okay, the game's done, no more development. And then suddenly,
Cut
out of
to.
nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
they were like, hey, we have a random direct happening like 1 year later without anyone knowing. Here's like hoping, right? Like, yo, they can take a break with Smash Ultimate, but like, I mean, 1 year or 2 year later, please keep developing this game, because we're not gonna have another game where Sephiroth gets to fight Snake. And with that, I'll segue to the second part of the question. Sephiroth was probably like the biggest
Ooh.
deal for me. For me, I think in terms of impact, with the last season of Ultimate, season two, Character Fighters Pass season two, it had to be either Minecraft Steve or Sora, because
Mm.
those are just like IP nightmares that just like work
Mm.
some miraculously. But
Yeah.
personally, Sephiroth was really the one that like really made me freak out. Like, I did not scream that loud since like Ultimate was announced, right? Like, and I don't know, it's kind of like a thing I have, like, also when I play like games, I really gravitate towards like the final bosses, and
Mm.
I didn't realize this until I realized in Tekken Tag 2 I played Jun, and Tekken
Mm.
7 I played Kazumi. That one old 3D KOF game, I played the final boss there, and then
Okay.
stuff like that. And I was like, hey, Sephiroth, you know what? He's a final boss,
Big
so
baddie
why
Sephiroth.
not? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
let him in.
The one wing angel. But you know what? To your
Mm-hmm.
point before, you know what? Here's to hoping. Cheers to that. Who knows, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can't know the brilliant mind of Sakurai, but you can't knock on him anymore because it's like he did give you what you wanted, and the community was
Yeah.
clamoring for Sora. You got it. Enjoy. And yeah, it was a beautiful day that day. I have to say, it was
Mm-hmm.
it was great. And I think yeah, even it brought tears to some of my friends' eyes. Like, wow, you know what? This is a character that was kind of so iconic yet kind of slept on, that it was just locked in its own IP. And uh
Like
only in
Disney,
Smash,
in the
right?
clutches of Disney.
Yeah, it's the IP nightmare, like you mentioned.
Mhm.
But you know what? He was able to kind of pave the way for the blueprint. I would say Smash is one of those games that have really crazy DLC or like bundles. I mean, also Calibur kind of did it when he had like Yoda and Darth Vader and all that.
I know,
But
yeah, that
right,
that was
there's
crazy.
stories of those guest characters, but Smash like took it to like times 100. Like, yeah, let's have these guys in here. Let's have yeah, just the Fire Emblem cast. Let's have Snake. Let's have all these guys. Animal Crossings. There's a lot. I think they kind of paved that way to my next point, which is there's a lot of these platform fighters coming out, especially all those IPs. We got Nick All Stars Brawl, which you had the chance to actually have an exhibition match in, and we got the Multiversus. What are your thoughts on that? And do you think now that you know what Smash is going to be like, kind of in the stasis mode for now? Like some players would gravitate towards those fighters. I mean,
Oh
those
yeah, for
those
sure.
platform fighters. I mean,
Like, Multiverses is definitely catching the eye of a lot of the Smash community. Like, as someone with a Twitter that follows like a bunch of Smash figureheads as well, it's a generally positive reception because the game looks pretty good. Like, you could tell that the game has budget along with that, and like the voice
yeah,
acting.
I knew you were gonna
And
say that.
then like it they focused on it on the preview, and well, why not? But like, yeah, like the game has a good budget, and it's also doing like kind of a unique spin in where the main focus is 2v2, right? So that's not your traditional like competitive Smash
More of a
rule
side
set
tournament,
where
right?
it's
Yeah.
1v1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like doubles are usually like not the main focus, but in this game they're telling you it is the main focus. And they're doing like design philosophies around that. Like, oh, Batman's grappling hook,
Yeah.
it helps your teammate go up and stuff like that. And they're
Mm-hmm.
actually like designing moves around that. So like it adds quite a unique spice that I'm sure a lot of like players at one side, like like some people could be scared of the change, but at the other side, this is like probably the difference or the refreshing change that they want, especially with following this 1v1 platforming format for like how many years now, like not just Smash, but like other platforming games that have tried to do it as well, such as like Rivals of Ether or
Mm-hmm.
Slap City, and then Nick All Stars, bro.
Hey, Brawlhalla, you saw the prize pool for that one?
Brawlhalla.
No, jeez. Shout out to all the Brawlhalla
Oh,
players.
how big did it go? Did it get like super big?
It's super big. If you want, like, take some time now to look how much it's gonna cost. I want to see a live reaction, ladies and gentlemen, of Mystikmol. This blew up January 20 of 2022. Brawlhalla, you know what? Really, I would have to. Is it big here? It's not too big here, but it's big in other countries. Brawlhalla. If you haven't tried it, right there we go.
Where did they get that? I mean, okay, what? Wait, I got a double take. That's not what. What?
Yes. Can you please read it out to the viewers? Because I'm not gonna get the number right now. I don't have
to. It's $1,320,000. That's insane. Like, okay, like Brawlhalla. Because I know there are Kung Fu Panda characters in there, right? So
there's John Cena's there too.
Yeah, they have some good IPs, but like, what?
But I think it's more of skins though than actual. Because right, you know, Sora has his moveset, Sephiroth has their moveset. I think with Brawlhalla, it's more of a skin. I don't know. I played a little bit of Brawlhalla. It seems like with specific weapons, you have certain moves, right? So I think there's more of skin cosmetics. But
cosmetics, I see.
Yeah, I know they even have Xavier Woods in there. I don't know, a big wrestling fan, but
oh my god,
it's insane. It's actually Brawlhalla is pretty fun to play. I would have to say, pretty easy to get into. I'm pretty sure the skill gap is, to play competitively for that prize pool to be that healthy. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, like, you're probably right in talking about like how cosmetics probably did a really big number on the prize pool in particular, because we've seen other games kind of have whole economies thrive on just cosmetics, like mainly CS:GO, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, it's a whole economy.
Oh god, I hope Multiversus. I know Multiversus is gonna have like a cosmetic thing, and it's also gonna be free. Oh god, if there's gonna be a gacha mechanic in Multiversus, oh no, GG, we're done. I
mean. Didn't they announce the game was gonna be free?
It's gonna be free,
right? Like
so
the game.
Yeah.
So okay, no, honestly, in my ears, that kind of just confirms the gacha mechanic, dude. Or
I'm so susceptible to that, dude. Oh no. Oh god. But okay, taking it back to the mechanics, right? During that presser, and what was crazy was it came out in November. Rev just ended October-ish or November-ish. Like when did like at the start of whatever month? I think it was like November or something. But man, that was insane, the timing, because I really wanted to talk to you once I saw him. Like, holy cow, we got another platformer. And I know, if you guys don't know, Mystikmol is my personal trainer for Nick All-Star Brawls, powdered toast forever. But this one kind of changes the game. I would have to say a 2v2 fighting game that's 2v2 focused. This could actually change, like, shake up things if they play it right. And I'm really excited to see this mechanics. I'm all about storytelling. I'm all about like certain metas. And the thing with fighting games that turn people off, right, is, oh, it's just 1v1. So this one could be a game changer.
Yeah, Botch, can't wait to queue up with you. We're gonna, once Multiversus comes out, dude, hit me up. We're gonna get some combat lobbies, dude.
Here's another question. How come everyone's crapping on Steven Universe? Like, everyone wants to beat him up.
Dude, oh wow, I mean, I don't know. I thought you meant like the general character reception, but like I know what you're talking about. I saw the trailer. I guess because his hurt box is just that big, and they were like, "Hey."
The memes, like me and the boys queuing up to beat up Steven Universe, like that JoJo meme where they're stomping on, like, and he's already dead. Why? It's Steven Universe.
I love Steven Universe.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
It's such a good series.
I cry a lot. Yeah, in some of the episodes.
It's so good.
Is there any character that I know it's hard to like, kind of dissect in the little amount we saw, but is there any character that you wanna like? You know what? This character looks good. I might try using, and for the context of everyone that's watching now, Mystikmol is a Bayonetta main. So is there any character that you would want to be able to dabble on there?
Well, not looking at gameplay first, just looking at like my
aesthetics, or like
aesthetics, or just like I like the characters. Any of the crystal gems from Steven Universe. I'm a big fan, so like I want to try like any of them. They haven't been announced yet, but like if there's
Garnet's there for sure, because you see Garnet's legit?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Garnet's there.
He might be like a slow heavy hitter though.
Maybe I'm feeling Ganondorf like, because she got those,
true. Yeah, no, that's the vibe I get as well. If not them, maybe like Finn from Adventure Time.
If you could have any of the crystal gems, if it's not Garnet, is there any other crystal gem you'd want there? I feel like Pearl would be like a sword
No, yeah,
character.
I was gonna say probably like Pearl. Like I'd like to space out, but I want to see how they implement Lapis Lazuli.
Yeah,
She
that's gonna be
doesn't
good.
fight with like stuff,
Yeah,
but she can fly.
she
So
can. So that's gonna be
good
good.
recovery right there.
Look at it, Mystikmol in the
We're gonna
development.
dissect it as early
Yeah.
as now, and then obviously, like I mean, I'll take a Batman, dude. Like who
hmm
doesn't want to play as Batman? I want to see how he plays first.
I have a
But
feeling.
I.
hmm
Mhm.
I have a feeling though that Batman might be like like Mario or like one of the Shoto characters or
Like
Superman, right?
easier to use. I mean,
Maybe. I don't know who the poster child is of the, because right in Smash it's Mario, right? They say like, yeah, he's technically the most Shoto of the bunch. If you, I don't know, I'm coming at it at a different way. I don't know if you agree with me on that, but I wonder who the
no,
poster child of this one's gonna be, because even the the, how would I say, the poster of it looks quite zany, right? It's the fog of fighting, and then you just see like random like it's IPs like
Looney
Tom and
Tunes
Jerry.
type
Yeah,
of deal, right?
it's really fun. I don't know. I'm super excited to
Oh my
be.
God, Shaggy! I totally
Yeah,
forgot about
Ultra
Shaggy.
Instinct Shaggy.
Ultra Instinct Shaggy. It's canon now. Oh my
Very
lord.
canon. Very canon, my guy. And he looks real. Actually, sorry, I just tried to remember some of the movesets. I think, yeah, maybe Shaggy might be like more of a Captain Falcon type, or I don't know if he has any
Yeah, I can see it.
projectiles. Yeah, because I see him floating and like charging up and stuff.
I think he has a Kamehameha, if
Oh,
I
he
remember
does.
correctly.
Wow.
Yeah, he does.
Y- Um,
It's literally Ultra Instinct
And
Shaggy.
to
It
be
is
honest, like
nutty.
even the intro of like Arya Stark and like this the different IPs, right? Anything's on the table as long as it's a Warner Brothers character. So I don't know, we might even see some MK characters here. We have Ultra Instinct
Yeah, that's
Shaggy, we
true.
have Batman, Superman, Injustice, we have Harley Quinn. Let's get Shang Tsung. Let's go deep into Mortal Kombat lore. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't,
crossovers and platform fighters just go hand in hand
they do.
together, huh?
I think it's also because I don't know, Smash kind of paved the way in terms of like how much personality you can get from a moveset that don't necessarily
That's
have to
true.
be locked into a 2D or 3D fighter, a conventional 2D or 3D fighter.
Mhm.
But I have to ask now that I know we kind of strayed away from the Smash scene, but let's try to
Go
zone
for
in
it,
back to the Smash scene.
for sure.
How was the community been last year, and how have they been surviving, and what is there to look forward to now in 2022?
Oh, well, in terms of like, because yeah, COVID's still hitting hard here in the Philippines, so offline events don't look like they're gonna happen anytime soon. Last year, the we do have a very lively online scene. Uh, it was they were hosting tournaments very, very regularly.
Shout outs to
Current,
Sam Hashibobo. Is that right?
and like the other admins of NFC or Neophyte Club.
Yes.
That's the name of the Discord. Um, right now we're kind of sitting in the off season of online where not too many events are being held, at least by that server, but like there's still a lot of communication going around with just like this PH Smash players and other Smash players that are not too far because like the net code has to like kind
Yeah,
of,
close
if you play with
distance.
someone too far it's not gonna work out,
Mm-hmm.
so like, but it's like working out pretty well because like if you look at the server, people are finding games every day in the friendly server. That's where you go to like look for games with
Mm.
people from Singapore,
Nice.
people from Hong Kong. They still regularly play, and like it's pretty cool right now. um we're not looking at too many of the tournaments in traditional online, but we are setting up a potential future Yuzu Parsec tournament,
Let's
which will
go.
utilize Parsec, which will, I think, don't know if we're gonna start with an invitational format first, but definitely like the Smash community's motivation in the Philippines have been like thriving ever since. More we've been getting more tools to just play better online, and I honestly think like these are the tools we need at this point
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, this pandemic doesn't look like it's going anywhere
Hey man,
anytime soon,
I
unfortunately.
I think necessity is the driver of innovation, and the
That's
FGC is
correct.
very crafty.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that watching the Rev Major Smash, the Smash Day, a lot of passion with the players, and you know what, some of them, we don't. I really miss like FGC Fridays and like seeing like you guys the Smash scene, and I talked to some of you guys also. It's just it's quite sad that like yeah we're still in crazy times where we can't be offline, but I know that the Smash scene is still kind of I would say thriving. Would you agree or disagree on that?
Yeah, we're still out there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's still a lot of motivation. Like,
Nice.
being sent into a pandemic has definitely like not killed the scene for
Yeah.
sure. Honestly, I think it even grew over the time of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really that just makes it more exciting to see when offline comes back. We're gonna see all these new faces, returning faces of people who
Mm-hmm.
don't really want to play online but still want to play Smash.
mm-hmm. I would have to
So
say, yeah,
like
you
it's gonna be
mentioned that
exciting.
during Rev Major, and let's take it back to Rev Major. You both
Hmm.
played and technically like managed the desk. If you guys were confused by that statement I made, it was pre-recorded. I would have to say because it's gonna be crazy if Mystikmol was like, after a salty set, I gotta
Quite
go back. I
determined.
gotta talk about that. Dang it. But I have to ask, like, how was it competing after a while? I mean, have you been competing in these online events that you've been talking about? And how did Rev Major? How did you prepare for Rev Major?
Oh yeah, I've been competing. Like, I don't try to join every tournament because back in 2021 there was like, I kid you not, there was like sometimes some days had like two tournaments a week. Like, it was like
Wow.
booming with motivation. There was a lot of tournaments. And the thing about online, right? Like, I like competing like in online tournaments. It gets fun to compete. It's just the thing about like the online environment, I guess with Smash also in particular, like, don't take it too seriously. Don't
Mm.
like, because it could really get to your mental, especially with a delay based netcode like that. But that's for another conversation.
All
So
right.
that's the thing, right? Like, there's a lot of tournaments that happen, so there's tons of opportunities to try and just like fight good players or just like try to get good placings and stuff like that. So I competed back in 2021 here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So it like Rev Major though, it was a really different atmosphere because I don't know, a lot of the tournaments we played prior to Rev Major, they were just like chill weeklies, nothing on the line. But then like Rev Major comes in, and then you get suddenly it's the stakes. It's like, oh,
Big
you can be a
titles.
Rev Major champion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so definitely the atmosphere has changed. It's definitely different from all those other online tournaments I play, right? And I gotta say, I missed that atmosphere
Mm-hmm.
from like competing in Rev Major. That was like, that's the stuff we felt like pre-pandemic. That was like the thrill, the motivation, and all the good stuff.
Yeah, that was the FGC, like the aura of the FGC, and
Mm-hmm.
I think you described it pretty well too. That moment in that tournament, I think it was it Regrets? It was someone that switched like that retired as a Greninja or what character was that? Then brought it
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
back all yeah
regrets.
yeah
Yeah,
brought
that's
like
regrets.
whoa like are you serious? He's pulling this off now? Like he yeah so. It's those moments. It's those definitely a chapter in the book that is still being written from the
Mhm.
Smash scene. Hopefully, no word yet on how Rev Major is going to be like this year. Hopefully, we still keep on trucking because I feel like it was a success.
Mhm.
And I was there to witness the Smash scene, and it was pretty good. And you also played Nick All Star Brawl. Your SpongeBob is way OP, my guy.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Any inkling if you're gonna continue playing that game? Because I know when it first came out, we were like, yeah, teach me and shout outs to Porokun, like, yeah, teach us how to play, blah blah blah, and all that. But I don't know if it's the platform fighter for me, man. I think I'd still like stick to Smash if I could, because like you can't really block when you can only block if you're standing.
Standing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in terms of that game, uh, I don't want to say I'm quitting like period because it's always I feel like a game like that is always fun to come back to like every so often. And the fact that they add free DLC too, they added Garfield
They did.
to the game. It
Mm-hmm.
was like all a meme, and then suddenly the devs are like, you know what, let's write it. And like, I don't know, just to see like a supportive developer. And like if they release patches that change up the meta and stuff, I'll always be down to play that game. I don't play it too much as well. Like, I definitely say I do play more Smash Ultimate than Nick. All Stars, but I'm always down to play some Nick All Stars whenever.
You gotta main that powdered toast, dude. That's why.
Dude, I don't know. I can do a nair that randomizes every time I press it. That concept, like when I found out that was a thing, powdered toast snare changes every time it's randomly generated. I was like, dude, what? You play this character in tournament, you're gambling your tournament life. But I mean, some people just like that's how they roll, right?
Yeah, that's how they want to roll the dice, and I think that's one of. I know I told you about powdered toast. I was playing with my brother, and he's like, "I don't get this character," and then I tried it. Then the crouton shots to the forward smash.
Smash, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
Forward
sold.
strong.
Then when you told, yeah, I think forward strong or yeah, it reminded me of the Falcon Punch. Like that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, I gotta main this character. Then when you told me about the randomized nair, it reminded me of Game and Watch, and I know Master Ben was trying to teach me.
the judge.
I love Game and Watch. I was like, yo, I gotta play this character. Plus, I don't know, he looks funny when he's blocking. I wanted to also segue into Multiversus. So I'm guessing this is a game also that might take some of your attention, but Smash would still be your
For
game.
sure. Yeah, definitely gonna give Multiversus a shot. Like anything that has characters I like and is a platform fighter, for sure I'm gonna give a shot. So it's gonna be high. Also, side note as well, Watch, you just reminded me about Game and Watch. You're really like taking your chances, huh?
I
with your
like rolling the
characters.
dice, man. I don't know what it is with me. I like gambling. I like living on the edge. But I'll let you know. Actually, you know what? While we're still in the topic of talking about like how the Smash scene is there any breakout character? I mean, not breakout players, I would say, that you witnessed? Because right, you did say that there are some people that came into light during the online era, which is now. Is there anyone that you want that are notable that you want to say that you know what, this cat came out? I'm excited to see him more in the future.
I mean, it's relatively the same as what I said in Rev Major because like around the Rev Major era, we like time of 2021, that's when we were starting to go into the off season of Smash. But so there haven't been like any like super new up and comers. Like honestly, like the new up and comers who did super remarkable in the past season are already like dudes who have been in the community for quite a while because this pandemic, 2 years already. It's been kind of wild. But I can pull up a little poster that was made. Also, wait, I kind of want to show this as well if that'd be cool. I'll send it over to you. It's basically it's called the power rankings, right? It's the seasonal rankings of the players depending on how they do by the results of tournaments and like if they win in a tournament set against certain players and stuff. So this is I let me check. Is it our top 15 online power rankings?
Let's see. You know,
but
I will try to find a way to put this up on screen, but let's see how that one goes.
Gotcha. And I just wanted to show this as well, just because of how cool this poster ended up being. It was made by Popconi, who is a very active community member. But okay, I'll send over the image on our chat and Discord. It's basically it tells you the top 15 players of the last season we had and their characters they used, but like the theme of it are like movie posters and they're like super cool.
Could you send it on Messenger? Because
Messenger? Okay,
my Discord is So
it's super cool.
All right, on the fly transition, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't think of this, but
sorry for pulling a fast one on you.
Mystikmol,
but like, I want to show this to you as well.
Oh yeah, you gotta show it to me.
It's so good,
dude. This looks so cool. Oh my god, Neo Fight Club. Let's do the transition.
So that's like the number one of that season was 67, and then number 2 is Battery. Those are all like calculated stuff. All like there's like Excel sheets of stuff. I don't even bother going into like the specifics of it. But like this is like they come up with a ranking at the end of every season. And the ranking graphic of this season was just so cool to look at. Like,
all right, I'm gonna transition now. Boom! Here we have it. The Neo Fight Club poster. This is definitely not a pre-recorded segment. I did have it on in the live segment. Yeah, Mystikmol, talk us through what we're looking at right now, because you did mention like there's so much passion in this community, and just with this poster alone, like a poster for participants is just supposed to be like, here are some names, here are some placings, here you go.
Basically, a character, right? Yeah, no, that's what I want to bring out. So, just brief explanation of the power rankings as well. Essentially, like what the Smash community usually does, like during a season, they compile like the results, and in terms of like looking at placements and like player matchups against other players, like if this player was able to beat this, they come up with a little like end of season rankings of just like the players, right? So in this particular power ranking, the theme was like movie posters, right? And just looking at this extremely pleasing aesthetic of a bunch of movie posters. It's super hype. Let's can you catch some of the references?
Yeah, like we mentioned, you know what? 8 is Jaws, Psych. Yours, La La Land. I cannot unsee that one. I don't know if Duck, is that Kill Bill? I don't know if it's Kill Bill, but
Run Art Fun.
Run Art Fun. That's definitely James Bond. You definitely have Jurassic Park at number 3. I don't know if I get the bingo though. Star Wars, that's so easy. It's right there. Who's Zawar though? I know that's a JoJo reference, but
JoJo reference?
what movie poster is this? Because is that Cowboy Bebop or like, man, I don't know.
Or maybe it's just straight up JoJo, right?
It could be.
Did it ever have a movie?
JoJo? No, I did not. But like, it's, I don't know. The pose is kind of, I don't know. But again, if you guys
Familiar,
are
right?
looking at this on the YouTube channel, just try to comment down below. Hopefully, you guys can follow at Pop Coney. Beautiful art work done already
Super
here.
awesome.
Oh, 14.
So-
Charlie's Angels. Charlie's Angels are 14.
Yeah, that's Charlie's Angels.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking at like the power rankings, right? So this is essentially the list of like the players of like how they performed in the online that season in particular of online. So it's kind of like one remarkable thing to talk about here is that aside from myself, Hashibobo, and Soy, like all the other players on this list, who are essentially the best players of the country at this time, like in the online era, they're all like they either made a breakthrough during the online era or they came from the online era.
Holy
like straight
cow.
up they started playing. So that's just like it's wild to see all these new players get into the game, try it out, and just like get better at it. I want to see these players fight, like, because we have an offline PR too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are where like the other players like Yoshi95 and then Regaretz, the Greninja, NBD, and then Mania. So like I want to see. It's kind of like the SpongeBob episode when worlds collide. I want to see this, like, because we've never seen like Battery, who is a new online player. Not new, but he's been around for so long already because this pandemic has been around for so long. But we haven't seen him fight Mania offline yet because.
I think that's a lot of the communities are starting to have that type of conversation. Like, how when worlds collide, or like when the world becomes a small place again, how are these two gonna square up, right? So I'm excited because that's a conversation that we all have in our various communities, and it's an answer that we're gonna have to kind of wait for and be patient for, and hopefully, like,
but
the players,
eventually it will be answered.
It will,
though, so
and hopefully
it's gonna be high.
I'm hoping and praying that the players we're talking about will still stay at their peak and will still have that drive, because again, you know what, this is we have to be patient now, and hopefully, like, I mean, the Smash community looks like they're in a really good place. So I can only hope for the best when it comes to the future of this, and hopefully, like, dude, Neo Fight Club, NFC, man, not NFT, NFC. Hopefully, I get to see more of the events. I know, like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, when this cuts away, we're gonna have a weird cut because we're gonna talk about something else. But as we mentioned, we're gonna mention it again, that that Mystikmol will be giving like the link so we could like promote NFC and hopefully have a collated place where we could watch these amazing matches. And before anything else, I just want to show again the cake day of Mystikmol on stream,
where I choked and did not close the match.
And it's been again, this is 2019, right? Yeah, you're still
So
using
long
Bayonetta. But yeah, this was you were against actually yeah, Master Betty. Shout outs to you and that dimple of yours. This was the shot. The next shot was like you bracing yourself, but you look like your fate was sealed. You're just gonna take it for the team, right? I apologize. I couldn't win against. Yeah.
Don't worry.
And look at him being so
It's a fun
dapper,
day.
just bowing, and also just up at the nose. And
I
there's
could tell Dennis. I could tell Dennis was just waiting.
Look
That,
at that.
that after that set, he was waiting to do that to me.
just look at that handsome devil with cake on, and look at Master Betty. Jesus Christ,
He went
Holy-
all in on it too.
He did. You know what? When Cyforce like pushed my face to the cake, it was like very gentle. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, I have to do this. Master Betty's like, F yeah,
Like,
let me
no.
do it. Choke on it. Choke on it.
My hurt box is humongous, and all you do is throw out big oppressive hit boxes. How about you take this?
That's a good Master Betty impression. Shout outs to Master Betty. Hopefully he'll be on the show to give us the interpretation of what went down here. But yeah, that was our little slideshow here, the Neo Fight Club. We're going to transition now to a recording, so hopefully you guys can still stay up to date with that one. Again, apologies for that. This was the second show. So back to you, Past Pocholo and Mystikmol. A fan and supporter of this type of tournament? Is there any way?
For sure. I can hit you up with a bunch of the links because
Well,
right now we don't really have a centralized Twitch channel for Smash PH as well. Because sometimes Art Cult from like Art Cult events and DNL, they host their own tournaments which get streamed over at the DNL YouTube channel or like the Smash Philippines Twitch, and then sometimes we have Hashibobo out there hosting some stuff on his Twitch channel. So then Hashibobo, Twitch TV/Hashibobo, and we're a little scattered around, but like we can have that like compiled and sent over.
Okay. If you want on the description for this video, you could definitely send me the links, and I'll just put it all there so people will know.
Gotcha.
Boom.
Will
There we
do.
go. Man, okay, exciting time to be a Smash fan in the PH especially. So hopefully, you know what, the community still has the same type of well, I'm sure that the passion will carry over, especially that it's still business as usual, meaning we just got to stay home and just wait this pandemic out. We just got to stay a little more patient. I know like the FGC is really hurting, but I think we're still kind of finding our own ways to make do with the situation here. And we're actually rounding out towards the end of this episode. I have to ask, Mystikmol, yo, I know you're into Beat Sabers. You got to plug that in too. Like, how has that been, my friend?
Beat Saber has been tremendously awesome. Just like, I don't know, right? Because I gravitated towards Beat Saber, which is the VR rhythm game where you have two lightsabers and you just like slice to the music, right? I just gravitated towards it just because I'm a big rhythm game fan. Like I love like so many rhythm games. DJ Max, Voltex.
I was trying to watch your test stream for DJ Max when you were trying to emulate it. I'm like, oh my god, if he gets this on, this is gonna be so cool.
Yeah, what do you call this? I'm just a big fan of rhythm games as like in general. And then Beat Saber was just like, wow, a rhythm game in like VR, like that's like literally two of my favorite things.
Hey man, the
and, like,
metaverse is gonna be real, bro. Like it's gonna take over.
Dude,
so.
I mean, Sword Art Online canonically starts at 2022, so you don't know, dude.
When did Ready Player One start? I don't know. We're gonna.
I don't know, but I hear they're releasing a VR MMO as well this month. So hey, I mean, it's all lining up. But yeah, Beat Saber was like popping off, and I was having so much fun with it. And I didn't realize how big it got until it got featured in like Jimmy Fallon, and I was like, wait a minute, this game is huge.
It's huge, dude. It's huge.
So yeah, I spent so much time because I play it. Shameless plug, but I'm number 1 ranked in the Philippines currently.
No shame, no shame. Let's go.
And that's like top 1,000 in the world. So
boom,
we're vibing out there.
Powerful.
And then I play, and then I make maps for the game as well because I like custom songs, and then I also cast for tournaments there. Like a lot of casting in Smash tournaments has given me like the experience of just like the general ins and outs of being a good caster and stuff, right?
I would have to say, like, fighting games really grow. I don't know. I just know a lot of players that, like, well, it's casters that can like spread their wings to other games too, because they kind of have the fundamentals of like trying to tell a story with two people trying to, well, send each
Duke
other
it
out of the
out,
ring or
right?
duke it out or
Yeah,
like deplete each other's life bars and all that. So yeah,
yeah.
man. Beat Sabers. I know you do that on Twitch as well, so
hmm
I cannot
Hey,
wait to see
Twitch
more.
TV
Mhm.
/ Mystikmol, y'all.
Right.
If you want to see, I stream a bunch of rhythm games, Beat Saber, and also Smash. Like I kind of juggle the two. Like if I
Okay.
could find someone to play at this time, I play Smash, and then if like no one's online or
hmm
I feel like playing, I feel
If
like exercising a lot.
I have a
Uh huh.
question, like when it comes to fighting games, you're never interested to those rhythm-based characters or those characters that kind of like have timing based in them.
Oh, like the really I don't know. Like when it comes to fighting games, the gimmicky characters kind of scare me. Not gonna lie.
Oh,
Like when they
okay.
have when they have too many big brain mechanics,
Mm.
and like you're supposed to overwhelm your opponent with either like the matchup or just like so many things they have to take into account.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like you have to take into account before like the enemy has. So it's like
True.
sometimes
Very
I like
true.
to keep my characters like kind of simple. That's kind of why I play Kazumi in
Yeah.
Tekken. But like
Also,
also
she's the
I
boss.
true.
Mm.
But like if I vibe with the gimmick of the character, like Bayonetta, because she's a combo character in a game
Which
that doesn't
time?
have
Oh,
combos,
yeah.
right? And so like that's what if I vibe with it, I'll learn a character like that. But so
Mm.
far there haven't been any rhythm based characters that I've gravitated towards
Mm-hmm.
yet. So
Okay. So, any last plugs before we wrap up this show? Actually, before that plug, I just have to ask
mhm.
one last question because I promised myself I'd
Yeah.
ask it. So,
Oh yeah, go
last
for it.
time in 2019, you were 4-4 controllers. How many controllers have you broken now? Oh, he's
You should ask
counting.
that
He's
because
counting. He's counting. He's
I
counting, ladies and
bought
gentlemen.
another
Oh
one. I bought
my.
another one since that
Okay,
2019.
just some context, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you still joining us now and are new to Mystikmol. He's execution heavy with his games. It breaks. It's not from spiking the controller. So
Dude, I don't even know because I swear I'm gentle with my controllers. Like I do not murder this stick,
to be honest, I watch you play
but they
offline.
break
Yeah,
so easy. Right,
I don't know. Maybe I should check out how you're using the stick because I'm watching
right.
how you're using the like mashing the buttons, but you're not really mashing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know.
This is like because like I don't even like mash right because like in Smash there's mechanics where if you mash fast you can
Mm.
like break away
Break
from
out. Yeah.
grabs or get out of a bury situation. I don't even do that well. Like
Yeah.
I don't even mash the controller and like I don't do it that much because I'm scared to break my controllers.
But
But it breaks anyway, so like what's going on? I mean, but yeah, I'm currently uh yeah, I'm on my fourth or
fourth.
fifth right now. I had no, because I had like over the span of the pandemic, I had two repaired, right?
Okay. Okay.
So like I
That doesn't
kind of
count.
went it slowed down, like it slowed down a bit, but I did buy one brand new one over the course of the pandemic. So there's
Okay.
that. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll let you guys tally the scores of how many controllers that Mystikmol goes under. Went with, but if I have to ask, like, does the community do they not lend you a controller, or
I
you?
mean, it's been a while since we've been able to
Oh,
do
that's
that,
true.
right? Yeah, but like I mean, back then, like pre-pandemic, for sure. Like if someone needed a controller, they'd like everyone in the Smash community is super chill.
Okay.
Like if you needed a GameCube, you could probably find someone who wasn't playing their match. You could
And
be
they
like,
can.
"Yo, I got a match coming up, and I just realized my controller's like not working. Can I borrow yours real quick?" I was like, "Yeah, sure."
All right.
Like no
Cool.
problems there. Like controller lending, completely normal in
Gotcha.
the Smash
Sorry,
community.
I just had to ask that question and just get that out there. But it's good to know that it's getting
Mhm.
repaired. And I don't know as well. Hey, Nintendo, you gotta fix your joysticks, man. They
Oh
gotta.
no, yeah.
I feel
Right?
like
It's not me. It's not
Mhm.
me. I swear.
I'm telling you, if anybody from Nintendo, any of the big wigs watching Nintendo are tuning in to the No Salt Allowed, Mystikmol should be your playtester. He's the one that's supposed to. Maybe you're giving him the dud units. That's
True, true.
right. The
Please
conspiracy.
support anti like snapback reduction,
There we
so
go.
it doesn't work on your controllers, Nintendo. I'm not the problem.
We're starting a campaign, a revolution, if that is. We know that your Switch cons drift, and now we know that your pro controllers, they're not meant for competitive Smash. But on that note, I don't know. I just had to ask. Any last words you want to say? I definitely want to have you on again, especially when Multiversus is out.
Hell yeah!
I already pre-registered. Did you?
I did not yet pre-register for the beta, but
it's quick, to be honest. Yeah, you could do that
really?
in 5 seconds.
Cool.
Any last minute plugs you want to give out? How can they follow you? Anywhere you're gonna be at? Please, the floor is yours.
Yeah, just for plugs, follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/mystikmolr.
Right.
And then for I mentioned it earlier, catch me on Twitch because I haven't been live recently because I did recently take the Moderna vaccine, so I kind of died for like a week. But like I stream pretty regularly, whether it's Beat Saber. It's mainly Beat Saber and Smash because those are like the two games like I can always go back to. But I also play like some other random games there. Like recently, I figured out that you can play Resident Evil 2 Remake VR, like the new one.
I saw the clip, dude.
So I was like, "Yo, let me at it." So then I played it for a few days and stuff. And I hear you can do that with RE7, RE8, and
RE4
Resident
too.
Evil
Yeah,
Remake 3.
Okay.
So. I wanna try that out as well. But yeah, if you want to see some decent level Beat Saber gameplay, and if you want to see like
from the number 1 rank, come on.
I mean, yeah, gotta stay humble, dude. What can I say? No.
Work hard, stay humble. Let the work speak for itself. I'm speaking on behalf of you, Mystikmol. Yeah, the gold standard. Okay.
For Smash 2, like the guests I usually have are other high level players in the Philippines. Like I have Regrets on regularly. We play for like hours.
Nice. I have to have more of the Smash players on this. Maybe I'll have Master Betty Nets or Regrets. Maybe you can link me up to him because I'd definitely love to talk to them about the game. I mean, I know we talked mostly about like the announcements and stuff, but I would definitely love to talk about tech. Maybe I don't know if we want to get the views, make a tier list or something. Who knows?
The tier list video, tier list on thumbnail.
We got to, tier list, bro. Anyway,
yeah, for sure, dude.
All right, awesome. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning to the No Salt Allowed. We rounded out in the 40-minute mark, but yeah, it's all good. Mystikmol, thank you so much for being here, and
thanks for having me.
Yeah, may your games not be as salty.